I'd like to welcome you to the Infinity Surfboards Fun Factory. Let's have a look around. We do everything from scratch, from beginning to end right here. Shaping, cutting, glassing, fins, color, you name it.
When I was 12 years old, I started surfing, and the kid that lived up the street from me was 16, and he and his dad would make surfboards in the garage. And I was all over that. I was watching him every day, you know, and he said, hey, well, the next time we make a board, you can make one too. From that moment on, I was making surfboards. I still do about 10–15% of the boards completely by hand, but you know, 85–90% of the boards are done right here on the shaping machine. And actually right here, this is the routing room. After they shape, we put the fin boxes in right here. So Dan's routing each of the holes to put the fin boxes in. And these boards are all waiting to get the fin boxes. Then we got several shaping rooms here that we do boards in. But this is pretty much where I shape, but I do 30–40 boards a week in here a lot of times.
What makes Infinity special is Steve, because he's a shaper that is an artist, a sculptor. The things he does are just beautiful. A good example is this wave ski up here, 21 feet. He did that all by hand. It's going to be a work of art. It could go into a museum.
My first job was for Gordy Surfboards in Huntington. He was a small shop there, but he was really well known for super good quality, and all the best surfers in Huntington Beach rode his boards, and I shaped a lot of those boards. Then finally started Infinity Surfboards in 1970. I think we're up to about 43,000 surfboards now. We all pretty much specialize in each job in making a surfboard, and you get the best craftsmen doing it because each job is difficult.
Between my dad and my brother and myself, we have a pretty diverse line of surfboards. My brother's really into the performance kind of traditional shortboards, which is great because those are, you know, really fine-tuned like Formula One cars. And then, you know, my dad does all the paddle boards and kind of the bigger boards, and I like doing all the fun alternative stuff. So we really make every single kind of board there is.
We were kind of lucky because when the stand-up board started, I had already been for years and years been making really big tandem surfboards. I was able to make the big stand-up boards right off the bat, and we were one of the very first companies making the stand-up boards.
So right now I'm standing by my custom model, which is the Cutthroat. It's actually considered a stand-up paddle race board. It's 12 feet, 6 inches long, so it's the shortest stand-up paddleboard class for racing.
A guy like me, I mean, I'm older now, so I depend on the hot surfers like Slater. They kind of tell me what to do. Okay, it's got to be like this. We need this change. Make this little rail harder or make it softer. And they're always saying what we need to change. And then it's my job to make the changes.
Stand-up paddling is a very young sport. You know, there's things to be invented and tried. Bigger waves are going to be surfed, and longer, harder, grueling races are going to be paddled. You know, when you're on such good equipment that Infinity produced for me, you really have no right to back down.
We're at the Infinity Surf Shop retail location. Those are all hand-shaped and crafted by my dad. They're balsa wood boards. We own the rights to Gordy, so my dad has all the original Gordy templates. So that's an original Gordy shape that my dad would have shaped back in the 60s. We've done collaborations with artists and things and held art shows where we shape the board and they paint it.
It's a business that takes serious hard work. You don't make any money unless you're in here getting it done. And then the other thing is just to really stay on top of what's happening in surfboards, and David really does that for us. He's the guy that knows the good shapes, and he knows the latest trends, and he's actually a leader in surfboard design. So right now, we're just a great team.
I always picture myself working here and taking over the business and stuff. It's, you know, I love it. I love the whole history about it.